Remember way back then, I was trying to get a ride, hit a Mickey D's, then split it with my friends. Remember way back then, I just had a normal job, I was working 9 to 5, trying to get them in. Remember way back then, I was trying to make a name, couldn't catch a break, nobody would let.
What's up, everybody? It's AZ and Ross, and I'm broke as shit now. But we got another radiator for my car because my car needs a radiator. Oh my God! Move! One person's gotta fuck it up everybody. But actually, if you have a 2005 Honda Civic LX, we're going to teach you. Ah, shit! You got this. Don't do what we just did. We're going to teach you how to do it because we made a mistake with the first radiator. A pretty bad one. We forgot to change out something, so because the video didn't even, no one said anything about it. Right. So we're gonna say something about it, so you guys know when you're changing your radiator, because a freaking auto shop wants to pay like $500+ for a radiator. Yeah, but all I need is the tube. So not even the tubes. I don't even need the tubes. I just need the two things that connect to the radiator and the tubes. So we're gonna teach you not to make the mistake that we did, and hopefully we don't waste your time like the other video, because that video took like 10 years and they still didn't tell us what we needed. So I'll catch you back at my house when we do the car. Peace. Alrighty, so I'm gonna do a voiceover right now because I was explaining everything in the video, but we were blasting music and I didn't want to get copyrighted, so I'm just gonna do this voiceover. So what we did was take off my front bumper, as you can see right there in the video, and I'm putting at the 2 screws, and there's gonna be one right there above the tires on both sides, and that's what I'm kind of displaying right there. And what you see as a ride, he's disconnecting the fans with those screws, but you take off the brackets right there. There's a couple of ones I'm putting at. You take those off so that you can lift out the radiator right then and there. So yeah, and you please put all your screws and bolts or whatever in one place. Yeah, there's my two. Take off the tubes too in one place. So you don't lose them, because we lost one of the fans, but it was in one of my it was in one of the holes on my car. So we found it later on when we did it this time. But yeah, and we had that right there, what I'm holding up. Make sure you put new ones in when you buy a new radiator, because the first time we didn't, and we used the old one that came with the car, and I was leaking transmission oil or fluid everywhere, like to the point I couldn't drive my car, so I had someone else drive my car for me. Well, drive me to work, because I had to drive to work, because I'm poor as shit. But yeah, make sure you put new ones in those tubes and it works. I also highly suggest, when you're down there and you're changing everything out, get new radiator tubes. Just get new radiator tubes, because I had to just replace mine today, which I didn't videotape, but I had to replace mine today. Right now, just chilling, laughing. I wish you guys could hear the audio. We were saying a whole bunch of funny stuff, but we got copyrighted. Copyrighted. Man, this is horrible, but we're just joking around and stuff. Alright, so right now we're untying the fan and everything, as you can see in the video. There's going to be 2 fans in a Honda Civic LX 2005. So unscrew both of those, and they're kind of sitting on top of the radiator, so you kind of want to push the fans back after you take out the radiator tubes. So push those back and then take off the brackets so you can take off the grill. And right now we're taking out the old I don't know what they're called, but they're between the tubes for the transmission fluid and the radiator. Azariah couldn't pull it out because he's a weak bitch, but that's what you can see right there. He's like, I can't pull it out, and I was like, nah, I got this. You hold the screw, and then I use my sexy little muscles, which I don't have any, but I was using them, and we pulled them out, and he got mad, and yeah. And I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, that's his boxers? No, it's not my boxers. It's my shirt that I ruined because it got stained. We went to a party later that night. So, damn. And right there, you can see he was like, I loosened it for him, and I was just like, nah, you did it. Like, you just weak. You just a weak bitch. But yeah. So take all that. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. You don't want to waste $500 or plus changing a radiator while you could just do it at home. Just make sure you have the right tools and everything, and you can do it at home in your garage. It's easy. It's easy as hell. Take off the bumper, put screws together, take out the radiator, and also change the tubes if you have not changed the tubes, your radiator tubes, if you have not changed that already, because it will be needed. And also, don't forget, if it comes in the package, put it in there. We made that mistake, and I wasted $143 going to an auto shop because of it. See, that's the thing. Those are right there what I'm talking about, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Put the new ones in. Don't be like me and forget to put those in and leak. Well, in our defense, it was like 12 a.m. in the morning, and Azariah worked at his 2 jobs, and I had my 9-hour shift, and it was a long time. But yeah. There's also a video on YouTube on how to change a radiator. That one's really good. That kind of helped us do it, but we did it the lazy way because we just wanted to get it done. And as you can see in this clip right here, we're moving the radiator. I highly suggest using 2 people for this one because there are 2 different kinds of fans, and it's going to be a struggle getting the fans off of the radiator to move it, to take it out of the front. And Azariah just has a couple words. He just says that if you use somebody else, you're a bitch, but don't listen to him. Use 2 people. And as you can see, we just slid it right out. That's the old radiator right there. And I had a warranty under my radiator because I literally just had that one, just got it, and I needed to get another one because it was broken. So, and that's the new one right there that we got, as you can see in the picture. And yeah, so yeah, I got a new one. And then you pretty much, after that, you just put everything back into place, which is going to be hard, especially if you never changed the radiator for the first time. And this video is probably not helpful, but you're welcome. It's really hard getting the screws out, especially how it's placed and how you have to take it out. Lift the car. We didn't lift my car. We kind of just did everything on the ground. I highly suggest getting like those 2 crank up lifts and you lift it, because it will be a lot easier to slide your body under the car and to loosen up the bolts and everything, to drain it. Because the first thing you ever want to do is drain it out with the coolant before you do it. Unless you want it to spill everywhere, then you do you, boo boo, you do you. Let it spill everywhere if you want it to spill everywhere. But yeah. After this, it did run just well. It was good. And then, like, my car was still overheating, which was annoying as hell. Like, I was at work, and I have to use my car at work, and it was just overheating. And then I noticed it was leaking coolant, so I was like, oh my gosh. So at work, don't tell my boss, but I lifted the car, and I looked at it, and it was my lower radiator tube. So I decided to replace that myself, and I kind of wish I videotaped it so I can put in this to show you how to do it, but I wanted to get it done as fast as possible. Plus my mom, she doesn't like me doing stuff, so yeah. So, and I'm not sure what I was talking about. I was talking a lot in this video, and I had to clip it out because I didn't want to look like an idiot, because I didn't want to get copyrighted. So and he barely just started this channel. Why do we want to get copyrighted? Alright, we're done. That's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that shit. My car is working, so I can stop shooting that baby gun before we get arrested.
There's a cop over there.
No way! As a riot!
I don't think he saw that.
If we get... Let's hurry up and run into this Walmart. Well...
Let's go steal this real quick.
Shut up! Bro, okay. Ladies, before we end up going to jail. Bye!
Remember way back then, I was trying to get a ride, hit a Mickey D, then split it with my friends. Remember way back then, I just had a normal job, I was working 9 to 5, trying to get them in. Remember way back then, I was trying to make a name, couldn't catch a break, nobody would let me in. Remember way back then, I remember back then.